We've all been there, right? Staring at that one big important task on our to-do list, knowing we should do it, but just not wanting to. The couch looks so much more inviting, and suddenly, scrolling through your phone feels like the most urgent thing in the world. This isn't just you. It's a universal human experience. We call it laziness, but often it's something deeper: overwhelm, fear of failure, or just plain exhaustion. So what do we do when our motivation has completely checked out, but the deadline is getting closer? Today, we're going to break down exactly how to tackle those hard tasks, even when you feel like doing absolutely nothing. And it's not about forcing yourself or feeling guilty. It's about working with your brain, not against it. Let's get real for a second. The classic advice is just do it. But if it were that simple, you wouldn't be watching this video. When you feel lazy, your brain is actually trying to protect you. It's conserving energy. Big, intimidating tasks look like a huge energy expense with an uncertain reward. Your brain says, nope, let's stick to what's easy and safe. So, the first step isn't to fight that feeling, but to understand it, acknowledge it. Say to yourself, okay, I'm feeling really resistant to this right now. That's fine. By accepting the feeling instead of beating yourself up over it, you remove a huge layer of emotional baggage. Guilt and shame are terrible motivators. They just drain more of your precious energy. Now let's talk about the task itself. Often, we don't start because the task feels like a giant, unclimbable mountain. Write a 10-page report or clean the entire house sounds exhausting. The secret is to stop looking at the mountain and just focus on the first tiny pebble at its base. This is the 2-minute rule. The idea is to find a version of your task that takes less than 2 minutes to do. Don't want to go for a run? Just put on your running shoes. That's it. Don't want to write that report? Just open a new document and write a title. Don't want to clean the house? Just take one dish to the sink. This sounds almost ridiculously simple, but it's incredibly powerful. Why? Because starting is the hardest part. An object at rest stays at rest, and an object in motion stays in motion. The 2-minute rule is a psychological trick to get you into motion. Once you've put on your shoes, you might think, well, I might as well step outside. Once you're outside, I could just walk to the end of the block. Before you know it, you're doing the thing you were avoiding. It lowers the barrier to entry so much that your brain doesn't see it as a threat anymore. It's not run 5 miles, it's put on shoes. Anyone can do that. Another key insight is to separate the decision from the action. Should I do it now? Maybe later? I'm not in the right mood. What if I do a bad job? This internal debate is exhausting. Instead, make the decision ahead of time. This is called time blocking or scheduling your intentions. Tonight, before you go to bed, decide exactly when and where you're going to work on that hard task tomorrow. For example, tomorrow at 10 a.m., I will sit at my desk and work on the project budget for 25 minutes. Be specific. When 10 a.m. rolls around, you don't have to decide anything. The decision is already made. Your only job is to follow the plan. You're no longer the CEO of your day who has to make tough calls. You're just an employee executing a pre-approved order. This removes the willpower needed to start. You've already committed. You just show up. This works beautifully with the Pomodoro technique. Work for a focused 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. Knowing you only have to work for a short, defined period makes it much less daunting. Anyone can do something for 25 minutes. But what if you do the 2-minute rule? You schedule your time and you still feel that massive wall of resistance. This is where we need to change the environment. Our surroundings have a huge impact on our behavior. If you're trying to work on your laptop from your bed, your brain is getting mixed signals. Your bed is for sleeping. Your couch is for relaxing. Your brain has built strong associations with these places. So, create a dedicated space for focused work, even if it's just a specific corner of your dining table. When you're in that spot, you only do work. No phone, no snacks, no distractions. This is called temptation bundling. You pair something you have to do with something you want to do. For example, you only allow yourself to listen to your favorite podcast while you're cleaning the kitchen. Or you can only have your favorite fancy coffee while you're working on that boring report. This makes the unpleasant task more attractive because it's linked to a reward. Your brain starts to associate the hard task with a positive experience. You're essentially bribing yourself, and there's no shame in that. It's a smart strategy. You can also set up a reward for asterisk after asterisk you complete a session. After I finish this 25-minute block of work, I will watch one episode of my favorite show. This gives you a clear finish line and a prize to look forward to. Now, let's talk about energy, because motivation is deeply tied to it. Sometimes, laziness is just your body telling you that you're running on empty. You can't pour from an empty cup. Are you getting enough sleep? Are you eating food that fuels you? Are you moving your body? These are the fundamentals. If you're consistently exhausted, no productivity hack in the world is going to fix the root problem. Think of yourself like a smartphone. If your battery is at 5%, it doesn't matter how great your apps are. They're not going to run well. You need to recharge. Sometimes, the most productive thing you can do is take a nap, go for a walk, or just unplug completely for an hour. Don't see rest as a sign of weakness. See it as a crucial part of the process. Let's put this all together into a practical action plan. The next time you're faced with a hard task and feeling lazy, here's what you do. First, take a deep breath and accept the feeling without judgment. It's okay. Second, apply the 2-minute rule. Identify the absolute smallest first step you can take and just do that. Open the book, put one piece of clothing away, write one sentence. Third, if you're still stuck, check your environment. Move to a dedicated workspace or bundle the task with something you enjoy. Create a distraction-free zone. Fourth, set a timer. Commit to just 25 minutes of focused effort. Promise yourself a small reward at the end. And finally, zoom out and check your fundamentals. Are you taking care of your physical and mental energy? If not, make recharging a priority. Let's be realistic. You're not going to feel motivated every single day. Nobody does. Successful people aren't the ones who never feel lazy. They are the ones who have systems in place to get things done even when they don't feel like it. They rely on habits and discipline, not fleeting motivation. Discipline isn't about being a drill sergeant to yourself. It's about being a good friend to your future self. The you of tomorrow will be so grateful that the you of today just put on their shoes, opened the document, or washed that one dish. Each small action is a vote for the person you want to become. It builds momentum, and more importantly, it builds self-trust. You prove to yourself that you are someone who follows through, even when it's hard. So the next time that feeling of I don't want to hits you, try these strategies. Don't fight the feeling. Work with it. Break it down into something so small it's impossible not to do. Set up your environment for success. And remember to be kind to yourself. This isn't about becoming a productivity machine. It's about building a sustainable way to make progress on the things that matter to you, one tiny, manageable step at a time. You have the power to overcome that feeling of inertia. You just need the right tools. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope these tips help you conquer that next big task on your list. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, and I'd love to hear in the comments which strategy you're going to try first. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos on living a more intentional and productive life. See you in the next one.